Disclaimer: this film is based on true events. If you feel personally attacked, that's your conscience clocking in for once. We didn't name names, but if the shoe fits, lace that thing up and run with it. And please remain seated during the movie. Show some fucking respect.
In a forgotten corner of the digital sprawl known as YouTube, a peculiar breed of humanity thrived, or perhaps merely persisted. They weren't entertainers, educators, or even provocateurs of substance. No, these were the stream dwellers, men and women who had abandoned the tangible world in favor of a strange, looping existence inside the glassy prison of live streams, where complaints, insults, and petty wars replaced oxygen. Their faces, half lit by the harsh glow of monitors, had grown pale, eyes sunken like miners long trapped underground. To them, reality wasn't the world of trees, streets, and winds, but comment sections, super chats, and endless call-outs. Their battlegrounds were streams stitched together with shaky webcams and poorly mixed audio. Their weapons were insults flung with all the subtlety of a toddler in tantrum. Every grievance, every perceived slight became another hour-long tirade, another urgent live session. The stream dwellers moved through their days not by the rising or setting sun, but by the pulses of Wi-Fi signals and the flashing notification bells. Here, time lost meaning. Hours melted into each other as they repeated themselves like malfunctioning NPCs in a glitched-out game, endlessly rehashing old dramas no one else remembered or cared about. It was as if they lived inside a broken version of Minecraft, building nothing, only demolishing one another's fragile reputations block by block. Outside their walls, real grass swayed in the wind, but the stream dwellers no longer believed in it. If asked, some might tell you that grass was blue or purple, or that it was merely a government psyop. The memory of its texture, its scent, had long been overwritten by the sterile hum of hard drives and the endless cascade of drama scrolling by on chat windows. Their language had degraded into a bitter, guttural dialect, rich with name-calling and crude epithets. Conversation spiraled into roaring matches, every disagreement treated as existential warfare. "You're fake. You're a clown. You're canceled." They barked at each other across digital voids, each insult sharpening their self-made chains of bitterness. Employment, friendships, even stepping outside for fresh air. These were foreign concepts to them now, almost as mythical as the dragons of old legends. Their hands, once capable of creating or nurturing, now only knew the motions of tapping keyboards in rage and holding microphones in shaky hands during yet another aimless, spite-fueled broadcast. To them, YouTube was real life, more real than flesh and bone. Their hearts beat not for love, not for purpose, but for algorithm boosts, viewer counts, and the fleeting dopamine rush of a well-landed insult. In their self-made world, a cold, pixelated coliseum, they fought and fought, blind to the truth. They weren't warriors. They weren't kings. They weren't even jesters. They were rot, festering in forgotten corners of the internet, howling into the void for an audience that stopped listening long ago. Outside, the real world moved on, faster and colder than they could comprehend. Friends were made, empires rose, people died, babies were born, seasons changed, and not once did the world pause to notice their endless, shrieking live streams. They had gambled everything, pride, dignity, their very identities on digital scraps, and they lost. Now, with bones aching from idleness and minds hollowed by hate, they sat alone before their flickering screens, hurling the same tired insults into empty chat rooms. No viewers, no donations, no applause, only the hum of dying electronics and the realization, too late, that no one was coming to save them. The grass outside grew thick and wild, untouched, unconquered, the final mockery of everything they had forsaken, and when they finally faded, collapsing like forgotten avatars in a dead server, the earth didn't mourn them. It didn't even notice.
Salagadoola, metricaboola, bibbidi bobbidi.